Hello guys, welcome back, and today, yeah, I'm finally back from college, or at least I have to go back for like a few more days again. Sorry, but either way, hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? Also, before we start, my voice is a bit weird for some reason. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, let's start the show. We currently see our boy Oscar as he's currently going towards a train station with the help of his servant, Ryder. As he would look at him and would say, "So, Ryder, do you think that..." As he would say, don't worry, my dude. Besides, I think it's better that way. It would be weird if we have like, oh, I don't know, my ship, let me just double check the name. My ship, the Queen's and the Queen, the. Wait for a second. I meant to say was the Queen Anne's Revenge, basically floating up into the sky. It would be a pretty bad idea, to say the least. Hearing that, he would say, "Oh, right." As Osmond would take over and would say, "So, about this whole Holy Grail War, I want to learn more from it. Especially since my, or should I say, an old student of mine was, or at least has an ability similar to all of you, or at least something like that." Hearing it, he would say, "Really? Perhaps he might be a master." As after hearing that, he would say, "Well, yes, but he was able to control multiple at the time." Hearing that, he would say, "Oh, I see. It seems that we have somebody with the sixth magic, Grand Order," he would say. Hearing that, one of them would ask, "Wait, Grand Order? What's that? And what the heck is true magic?" Husband would also listen too, as after hearing it, he would say this. "Well, I don't exactly know the details, but like we said, or at least like I said, we are not from this world. We're from a parallel world called Earth, and we were much more famous in that world. In fact, probably nobody even knows about our legends. Make it, I think it's probably easier for us to basically stroll around. Anyway, to say the least, true magic comes from people that actually touch the root, aka magical power source, the actual root of everything. But it will probably get too long and stuff like that, so I think it's better if we just decide to just do it next time. Or perhaps somewhere much more private. Wait for a second, my throat. After saying that, he'd also look at him once again as he would say, "So, you're called Blackbeard. So, you're a pirate?" As he would say, "Yeah." "One of the most famous pirates ever. In fact, I became such a legend that even people to this day even call me by just my nickname. My real name is Edward Teach." As after hearing that, he would say, "Oh, cool. Anyway," as when they were done talking, they would finally see a train coming by. As he would say, "So, we're supposed to go to..." As Osman would say, "Yes, we're supposed to go to..." Specifically to Haven, the Mystery Kingdom. As after hearing that, he would look at the at Blackbeard one last time as he would say, "So, let's go." As after saying that, he would jump into the train as they would leave. Unbeknownst to them, a servant would be nearby, or at least a free servant. So, we currently go to a different perspective as we finally see Walter changed. Like almost similar to that of Cinder, but instead, in this one, he's the one that's grimified, or given grim traits. He was given a new arm, and what seems to be like a bone mask similar to that of I guess you could say a hollow in a way, or a Rankar, as he would look at himself, say, so, what about my sister? After saying that, the man that basically did all this, being that of Arthur Watts, would say, oh, don't worry about her. The disease is still racking her, though, but thanks to my help and some of the procedures that I learned from, well, my servant, she's able to stay alive. Now, as for you, I want you to take care of this little problem. The, how do I say it? Yes, the Rex problem. As after hearing that, he would say, so, you're having me and my servant eliminate him before he goes to Haven? As he would say, correct. Now, show them no mercy. You'll be also be accompanied by him. As, God damn it, my voice. As he would say, you'll also be accompanied by him over there. As he would say with a sigh, as it was none other than Tyrion, as he would say, oh, this is gonna be so much fun, especially with that, what do you call him, the heir or whatever. I'm gonna love slicing it up. And then bring him to our queen, our goddess, you would say. As behind him was that of Archer of Inferno, as she would be just standing there, menacing. Okay, I'm just joking, but to be serious, she's currently like a statue, waiting for orders. As she would look towards Walter, as she would say, Master, well, or at least Master's ally, I ask of you, do you believe that we will win? As Walter would look at her and say, like hell, we're going to win. I'm going to make sure that my sister is safe no matter what. And after this, we're done. As after hearing that, Tyrion would just look at him and would say, I honestly don't care if you die or whatever. Just as long as you serve our goddess, I do not care. But if you dare betray her, as he would snap his weapons at him and would say, I'm gonna make sure that your little limbs get ripped off piece by piece. As he would look at him and would say, you're not scaring me, freak. As he would say, oh, a freak. Kind of ironic, you would say. As after saying that, he would look at him, and then he would punch him right in the stomach, causing him to fly towards the wall. Thanks to the help of the grim enhancements to his body, it enhanced his strength and also enhanced his agility. As he would look at him one last time, would say, fine, let's go. And after saying that, his servant beside him, as he was none other than Constantine, as he would say, Master, was it really necessary to hurt our ally? As he would say, oh, don't worry, he's like a cockroach, even though he is a scorpion, Faunus. After saying that, he would say, Master, you seemed troubled. Why is that exactly? As he would stop walking, as he would say, I'm just worried for my sister. And all that matters now is finally getting her cured. Also, I also want to at least try and stop this. Hearing that, he would say, stop this. As you'd say, well, for now at least. We'll still pretend to be their allies. But then when the moment strikes, let's cut them down. Hearing that, Constantine would stay silent, would say, very well, Master. After saying that, they would leave. As we go to another perspective, as we go to Melanie I meant Milchia's perspective, as they're currently packing up everything to go to, well, Haven. They did get a call from that of Rex that they're going to Haven to basically meet up, especially since that the Holy Grail War is about to begin, or at least is soon to begin. As after grabbing all of their stuff, and also Junior helping them out, they would finally leave, as they're currently riding on a bullhead, funded by, well, Junior and his gang, as behind them was their servant. It was none other than Marie Antoinette, as she would say, so, masters, in case if you're wondering, yes, we are being followed. It seems that we have a rogue servant nearby. After hearing that, they would say, wait, a servant? Like, how? As one of them would say, yeah, and what do you mean by rogue? As she would say, well, it seems that due to the Holy Grail War's mass and scale, it seems that it also summoned in servants without masters, or any of them contracted. I do wonder, what if we decide to bring them into the fold? After all, we do need some allies for this battle. Hearing that, they would say, if that's the case then, sure, maybe we can summon in those servants then. As she would say, good idea. Then, let's see who this servant is. As we go to another perspective, we currently see something. It's definitely not normal. It looks like a massive, or at least like a shadow given form. Not like the Grim, but something else. It had glowing red eyes, as it seems to be looking around, as it would say these words. What am I? It would say, as it would start to move, as slowly its body started to shift, and slowly it gained clothing, almost similar to that of Victorian style clothing, or in this case, a suit and tie, as something would slowly start to grow from its head, a little top hat, and horns, like a faunus. And then it grew wings, large demonic wings, as it would start to fly off, as it would get ready to leave, as it would say, I don't know what I am, but as he would look up in the sky, he would see the bullhead, and would say, then, very well, I will find my master. And so, it flew off towards the bullhead. And so, we'll be leaving off this episode right off here, guys. So yeah, bye-bye.